something and you finally get the fruits of your labor, oftentimes you get a big head, you become conceited, and you think it's all about you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to Talk with your girl, Lady D. Well, this right here is going to be part two of where I had left off at when it came to Latisha Scott on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Her interview with Carlos King. So the ones, that haven't even seen the first, make sure you go ahead and check out the first because, like I said, I believe that this right here is the Scott's winning season for Love and Marriage in Huntsville. This is season 6. Now we're going into episode 3. But I truly believe, guys, that they going to go ahead and they're going to get it right this time. They're going to, pick up where they had left off because, all through the entire season, it was a total mess. It was mostly based off of the hoax drama, and we cannot take it, not another season. It's just a little too much. So I'm rooting for them because I see where they are ambitious, and like I said, everything that they have is right there in the house. And I like how they coming together and they see the vision, and now they're ready to go ahead and run with it, which that's the way that it had supposed to start, where the comeback group, supposed to get together and, make it happen, build right there in little old Huntsville. So I'm rooting for them, guys. I think, this right here, I might be a little biased this time, but this was one of his best interviews thus far of what I have watched. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to it where I had left off at. And also I want to go ahead and pull up a few scriptures when it comes to generational curses, and we most definitely have to talk about those curses, what it would do when it comes to those generational curses. If you don't attack it and deal with it, it would destroy everything that you trying to go ahead and build. And as you can see, that's exactly what was happening, but you got to cut it at the head, because if not, what it's going to do is going to go ahead and trickle down. Okay, so let's go ahead and play some more of the interview. So I'm gonna just do it just like I had did last time, where I went ahead and just played just the audio. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up where I had left off at. So let me see if I can go ahead and find it. And this is the interview that Latisha Scott on Love and Marriage in Huntsville had did with Carlos King.
I'm like, what to do? And you was like, don't read the comments. And sometimes I didn't read the comments. At first, I stopped completely reading the comments.
So what they are talking about right now is Latisha, how at first she had felt so uncomfortable being in front of the camera because, it was not something that, she was looking for. Like I said on my last video, so make sure you go ahead and check it out. It was something that had fell in her lap because, like I told you guys, favor is not fair. And when the Most High God bless you with something, you don't have to go and chase it. You don't have to be up all night trying to see how you're going to tear somebody else down to get to the top. When God bless you, trust me, it's no stress at all. He's going to do exactly how he did Latisha. He's going to go ahead and he's going to drop it in her lap because that's exactly what had happened.
And now and then, if I'm feeling good, I'm like, let's argue, let's go. I'll start back reading the comments a little bit, so I may have some time. So I'm like, let's go.
We're all guilty of that, all good.
But I've always tried to be in tune with myself and really just, I feel like I have a great relationship with God. And I'm like, my life where it's at today, even with me meeting my husband right after, my senior year in college, second semester, met Marcel, got married, the first to have kids out of my friend group. Saying each of that, my plan was to, I made great grades, good grades in school, graduated with a 3.9 GPA. I had a scholarship. I had internships. My goal was to be a successful businesswoman. I was not thinking about a relationship or none of that. So
Let me
it's
stop
just
right
like,
here. See, that is God's plans. Latisha had a different plan for her life. God's plans is not like ours. His thoughts are higher than ours. So all Latisha had to do is just get in position because God had that. And a lot of people, like I had said, want to go around saying that Latisha is slow, Latisha is weak, Latisha, don't have it together. But like I told you guys, Tisha is not a dummy. Tisha is very smart. I mean, graduate with a 3.9, getting that MBA, that is not easy at all. So ain't nobody but haters. And what Tisha was worrying about, all these comments, how these people was trolling on the page, trying to go ahead and tear it down. These people are not about nothing. Just like I said on several of my videos, some people, their assignment is to sit there and try to put traps in your way. And if she would have kept her eyes on all the stuff that they was trying to throw on her, then she would have forfeited her blessings. And that's what some people do, because it is their assignment to try to stifle your blessings, your anointing. That's why you have to be careful of who you allow in your circle and who is putting all that garbage in your ears. And you're going to see where Tisha was saying that she had to shut some of that stuff off in order for her to focus where the Most High God wanted to go ahead and take her.
He tried to hurt me. Yes, if you're talking about my marriage, you knew what I was going through. When Melody asked me this question,
I thought about this. Like anyone. Kiki was my girl, and she know a lot about me. That's why Mel was like anyone.
And you're going to see where Tisha was saying that she had to shut some of that stuff off in order for her to focus where the Most High God wanted to go ahead and take her. Now, just imagine if she would have allowed, like I tell you guys all the time, all these cankerworms, palmer worms, and locusts to sit there and distract her, then she wouldn't be able to build and leave legacies for her children's children. And that's exactly what they wanted her to go ahead and do.
The timing of everything in my life, it's like, no, this is all God's plan.
All God's.
It really is, and I want to talk to you about this too. You were very open and honest season 2, dealing with going to speech classes, right? And was really open and honest about being a woman, or just in this case a person, being a person from the South whose speech is different than others, right?
And you see Tisha, as they say, had a speech problem, which she didn't have a speech problem. The thing about it is that she's a Southern girl, and we have our own, as you can see, our own dialect, okay? But that does not mean that she's a dummy. They're going to try to find your weakest spot. And that's exactly what they was trying to do. And it's some that even talk about Mel, about, how high pitched voice, where it sounds like some cartoon character, So like I said, you just can't please everybody. I guess it's just to address some of these things, just to go ahead and nip it in the bud. And that's real talk. So, and they always sit there and say, the ones that's in the deep South, we have our own language anyway, okay?
You always gotta find the fun in it. If you take everything so seriously, you're going to make yourself miserable. So I'm happy we addressed that. Before we get into tonight's episode, I also want to address and have this interview sort of like the Tisha and the T Squad, her fan base, hey T Squad, clearing the air.
Well, I'm team right, but like I said, I'm gonna side with people that I know. So as long as you're speaking positivity and trying to do something that is gonna better your life, your children's life, and everybody that is connected to you, I am all for it. Trust me.
People say Tisha's stupid, she's naive,
and I don't like when
dumb,
they do that.
She allowed this man to control her. Blah 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 blah. Although you obviously are a businesswoman with multiple degrees.
Thank you.
Let's shout that out. But people still want to throw these names
because
at
they're
you,
miserable.
does that hurt your feelings to know that's how some people may look at you?
Well, what I see is that these people who say those things about me, they have some type of insecurity within themselves when they look in the
Absolutely.
mirror. So what they're trying to say about me, they're actually saying about themselves. So I'm like, they know me. Y'all don't know me, because if you knew me, you wouldn't even call me those names.
Yeah.
So it's laughable now, because I'm like, these people don't know me. Like all the other things they say about me, I'm like, who are they talking about? And she got the same name as me. So, yeah, no, I'm good.
So
with
what she's
that.
saying is that these people that's talking about her and calling her, you know, like she's stupid and she's slow, she's looking at their profile pictures and see, look, their names are similar to hers, you know, and most of them probably can't even come from behind the cameras. And that's how it is, you know. I call them computer thugs. They'll say any and everything long as they behind the cameras, but when someone shine a light on them, oh my God, you're going to see why they are so miserable. And I remember the Scotts brothers did that. It was someone that was just kept picking with them, where they went on that person profile and they didn't actually put it on their page because they didn't want to go ahead and dox anybody. But Maurice talked about it, say, oh my God, I can't believe these people looking like they look, and they got the audacity to even talk about me. But those are the type of people that do the most.
I really just had to realize I know who I am, and the ones who saying these things hurt people, truly try to hurt others.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of you, because who you are today is not who I met 5-6 years ago, and that's a compliment, because you have grown. You have so much confidence, and that's why I believed in you. I really said, no, Tisha, you're meant to be on this show, because you're bringing something that I know is relatable to a lot of women. When my mom was alive, my mother has been a housewife her entire life. My father was the breadwinner because, you know, he worked at Ford Motor Company, raising 10 kids along with my mom. He worked.
Wow, Carlos had a huge
to raise
family.
all these kids, right? When Love and Marriage Huntsman came on, this is a true story, and I don't think I told you this. My mother would watch your scene and reflect on her life. A woman who spent years being a housewife, taking care of the household and the family, and a lot of black women, and just women in general can relate to this. But she related to you.
Wow, that's big.
When you articulated
His mom,
how
and his
you
mom
wanted
has
more.
passed,
How
used to watch
my
Latisha.
dreams changed. I did sign up to be a housewife. I did sign up to play this role. My kids are getting older. I no longer want to stay in the house while they're at school. I want to be able to do something with my degree. My mother related to you so much.
Wow, that's big.
And she loved you. Do you hear that from other women, that your trajectory of being a housewife to a boss is something that women wanted, but sometimes their husbands just won't allow them to do it?
And that's what I was talking about. We all can get a piece of something, you know, on these reality shows. Some of this stuff that you can pull out and you can learn from it. But the thing about it is that all the bad stuff overshadows the good. But that's the way that the enemy wants it to happen, because like I said, sooner or later, the truth is going to come to the light. And as you can see, it's coming to the light, because I even said it on the last video that I had uploaded of this right here, is that what the Most High God would do, he would have people that thinking that they are blessed, building this huge house, having it all set up, everything is furnished, and God would allow somebody else to come in and live in it and have you on the out. So you don't know how the Most High God already have it already worked out. It may have been already ordained, where even though one may have pitched this show, but God is going to allow someone else to go and run this show, especially when you're not doing right by it. That's why we have to make sure when the Most High God gives us something, we got to take care of what he gives us, because if not, you're going to go ahead and you're going to lose it.
My marriage, you knew what I was going through. When Melody asked me this question,
I thought about this. Like anyone.
Well, I do get the inboxes from the stay-at-home moms, and they, say that my story has inspired them a lot. But what people don't know is that I decided, Martha and we decided for me to be a stay-at-home mom, and over the years, as being a stay-at-home mom, I was still active in the businesses. Like, we had a property management company, but I was like, if I'm staying at home, I'm going to take control over this property. And I was doing the property management thing behind the scene. I've always believed that you have to always educate yourself. So although I was a stay-at-home mom, and my main focus was my kids and my husband, I was still working behind the scenes, but not as much. So, and when the show came along, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get my real estate license because I want to do more. My kids are getting older now. They're about to start school. So my time frame was by the time Mila started school, I could be in the real estate industry working. And that's exactly what happened. I said I was going to get my real estate license.
Absolutely.
I did that, went back to school, got my second master's in real estate development. Then
Thank you.
opened up my own brokerage. So it's like, although you a stay-at-home mom, you have to lay your dreams out there and you work towards those dreams.
Absolutely. Amen. This right here, that is a good testimony. That feel like their dreams is over, just because now they are married and they have kids, No, it's not over until God says it's over. And I just hope he does right by her, because we already know how the enemy, he comes in, especially when it comes to relationships, how, he will use, yes, the weaker vessel, would take these Jezebel spirits. And what he would do is he would have the most prettiest and a tight body and have them to come to entice your man, and before you know it, they sit there and they give into it, and they done lost everything. And that's why I say, when it comes to these reality shows, they know exactly how to go ahead and destroy a person when they come on. They don't find no dirt what's going on with the woman. They always go after the man. Find, who he done mess with, because most likely he probably had a side chick out there. So that's why you have to make sure that you don't let your goods be evil spoken of, because it is people, and I talk about that all the time, that is assigned to your life to make your life a living hell, and that's real talk. So I'm going to play a little more, and after that, I'm going to stop. I might go ahead and drop another video later on, okay? Because we're going to get through it.
So that's the mindset I had, and I'm just proud of myself, honestly, and I'm happy about the growth, and I'm happy that I get a chance to do it on a TV show, and other moms can see this, and they say, listen, if she can do it, I can do it. And that's what the life is all about, inspiring and encouraging others.
And let me go ahead and stop it right there, because that's exactly what it's all about. I commend Miss Wanda. Don't matter how Miss Wanda's background was, she raised a good daughter. She raised a caring person. And Latisha, she's going to be able to take care of everyone that is attached to her. And I just hope that she don't let all these old negative people, these trolls and even the ones that's supposed to be inside her circle, that they have let back in, destroyed the vision and the plan that the Most High God had put in her hands to go and run with it. Because once a snake is already a snake, and we already know that when you let them in, come back in worse as they was when they left before. So, like I said, some people, you have to love them from a distance. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down right now, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk on it. We're going to keep combing through it, guys. And like I said, this is real talk. It's not for everybody, and some people cannot chew meat and spit out the bones. But just like I say in here, this is grown folks' business. Like I said, it is what it is, guys, and that's real talk with your girl.
of the day is the Lord giveth and taketh away. When you work hard for something and you finally get the fruits of your labor, always remember, when God blesses you with the desires of your heart, the way you protect it is to be grateful. The way you protect it is first and foremost giving Him the glory. When you get so conceited and you think it's all about you and you become a mean person and an arrogant person, God will humble you. So make sure you humble yourself before God does.